Good morning, Credit Unions. RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from 1987, the Burger King card of Mike Schmidt. I have this one as a single. I have another one in my Mike Schmidt collection as a panel. These came folded over in a panel formation, so you got two cards perforated together along with a coupon. I think it was like for a 99-cent breakfast sandwich. You can see it's airbrushed out, no logo. Card 18 of 20, so obviously there were 20 cards. You can see this is the second All-Pro series because they did one in 86 as well. Basic stats on the back, a little bio. That's all you got, but it was a cool card from Burger King. Today's random baseball item of the day, tell a little story about a forgotten baseball player. Not a Hall of Famer by any stretch of the imagination, but a very interesting story. So, this is a card from 1905. It is a reprint, so bear that in mind. You've seen these cards before. Fan craze, I guess a game of some sort, art series. You see a reprint of a man named Nick Altrock, pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Very good pitcher. One of the members of the Hitless Wonder Chicago White Sox, where they had an amazing pitching staff, but a really poor offense, and still won the World Series over the Cubs in 1906. And look how young that man looks. 1905. Whole world in front of him. In fact, he would go on to be a member of the baseball establishment for a long and storied career. I mean, storied, because Nick Altrock became one of the clown princes of baseball. Here he is on the 1991 Conlon collection card. Take a look at him now. Put those two pictures up side by side again. As a very young pitcher for the White Sox, and then as the old clown that he ended up being. Very interesting thing right here. This is a trivia card, so to speak. It tells a story, an interesting story about him. He played in 5 decades. Nick Altrock, I'm going to leave this up here so you can read it. He is the only major league player to have played in 5 different decades. Now, this card set was released in 1991, so it would have included people like Satchel Paige, Minnie Minoso. There's a couple other players who tried to play in many years, but it says Nick is the only one who appeared in 5 decades. Now, here he is a couple years later in a Conlon collection card, and this has his career stats on the back. And again, it's interesting to note, you can kind of see the nose looking the same way, maybe the eyes, I don't know. But that's him, younger and older. And check out these stats. So he appeared in 1898 for the Louisville National League team. Would have been a teammate of Ty Cobb, or not Ty, for Honus Wagner at that point then. He would have been a teammate of Honus Wagner's on that Louisville National League club back in 1898 before they switched over to Pirates. Then he went for Boston and the New American League, as well as for a long time for the White Sox. And take a look at his pitching record. Like I said, he was really good a couple years there for the White Sox. 19, 22, and 20 wins. And he was just, after that, he was just mediocre. He was never the same pitcher after those wonderful careers. But he was a long-time coach, which is why he stuck around so long. So he was, it says, in the, I don't know where 5 decades comes from, though. In the 1800s and the 1900s and the 10s and then in the 20s. I'm not sure where else he appeared because I count 4 decades there. I don't count 5. What did it say here? Did they miss one on the thing? What does it say here about this one? Active player. Coach. He said he was coach for the Senators and made appearances in the field from time to time. So I guess he played for the Senators. You can see here he's listed as 1924. But it says he appeared in the field from time to time. But it does not have him Maybe he just didn't pitch because this is probably his pitching career record, so it didn't have him listed here because he didn't pitch. But there's probably a separate, if there was a separate batting card, maybe that would show him. You could probably look it up on Baseball Reference. But anyway, I just thought it was pretty funny. I had read a book about Ted Lyons recently, or no, Ed Walsh. Big Ed Walsh was a great pitcher back in the day, and he was with the White Sox. And when they won the 06 World Series, and it talked about Nick Altrock being part of that team. So just to see these two different cards and to know that there's the same person, wow, that's it's a fun little thing to have in your card collection. If you can see that, what's a young Nolan Ryan look like against a veteran Nolan Ryan? Here's a young Altrock versus a ancient Nick Altrock. I just thought that was kind of cool. So today's trivia question, still doing the World Series thing. I'm actually, I have baseball on in the background in my room right now, and I'm watching it. Now, I am pre-recording this. It is Wednesday, middle of October. Let me count my days. It's probably the 17th of October or the 16th of October as you're watching this. But I'm a week ahead of you. I'm back in the previous week as I'm filming this, and the Yankees have just defeated the Kansas City Royals to move on to the next round as I'm watching. So we are in postseason play. It's World Series time coming up real soon. So all my trivia questions are World Series. And the one I have for you today is there have been 2 no-hitters in World Series competition in the history of the game, 2. My question to you is a couple fold. Name for me the 2 years that it happened. What 2 years World Series did it occur? You don't need to name the game, but which team threw the no-hitter? Which team was no-hit? So that's your question. What you're playing for. Awesome card from 2021 Panini Diamond Kings, The Art of Hitting insert of shoeless Joe Jackson. Really cool card. Joe Jackson of the White Sox. Panini Diamond Kings set. This is an insert card. Joe Jackson. That's what you're playing for. So send me an email with the correct answer. I will include my email in the description below along with the repeat of the question. You'll have today and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, and somebody could win that great card, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. Today, I'm going to show off a little set. I'm always amazed at the box sets that I collect, why more people aren't interested in them. I mean, the people they don't want those cards because there's no value. And a lot of people don't want them because they think the cards are cheap, ugly, whatever. And I look at them like, you get a little box set like that, and in your hand you have the legends of the game at the time, because they don't put those big names. They don't put any big names on these little box sets usually. So it's a really cool thing to collect if you collect these little sets. And here's another one of my favorite little sets. I started trying to get all of these, but it's difficult to find them in collections. You kind of have to do one at a time, and I hate paying the money for one at a time stuff. So from 2019, the Topps National Baseball Card Day set. So here's what it looks like. Mike Trout, of course, is number 1 because he was as hot as they came pre-COVID. He was all that in a bag of chips. Mike Trout. I think they got one. I don't want to say they got one of every team, but I know they did spread out the love a little. David Peralta. Ronald Acuna Jr., very desirable card at the time. I think that might have been a rookie card almost for him. Trey Mancini, Mookie Betts, another early Mookie Betts card. Javier Baez. And this has the rookie card. Eloy Jimenez, rookie. Joey Votto, of course, for the Reds. Francisco Lindor having a great year with the Mets this year. Hate him. Nolan Arenado, who many people believe to be a Hall of Fame bound third baseman, that if he stays healthy for a few more years, they say he could rival Mike Schmidt as the best third baseman of all time. We'll see. Miguel Cabrera, of course, Justin Verlander, Alex Gordon of the Royals, Clayton Kershaw, I guess is one per team, Jorge Alfaro, Christian Yelich was still huge back in the day for the Brewers, Jose Barrios, Pete Alonso, rookie card, another guy having a significant season for the Mets. Boo. Sorry, I'm still sore from the Phillies. Gleyber Torres, Matt Chapman, Rhys Hoskins of the Phillies, now of the Brewers, obviously. Josh Bell, Manny Machado. Padres are still clinging to life. Evan Longoria, Yusei Kikuchi, who just didn't pan out. He was all that back then. Paul Goldschmidt, Blake Snell, Elvis Andrus, Marcus Stroman, and Juan Soto. Not a rookie card, but early Juan Soto card. So that's the 30 cards that made up the set. Of course, there were parallels and autos and all kinds of things, even in these cards that were inserts for like free giveaways at your National Trading Card Day. I don't understand it. A couple interesting ones though. They had these additional 2 special cards, kind of like really cool special cards. One of Bryce Harper, newly of the Phillies back in 2019, and then a really cool Vladdy Jr. rookie card, National Baseball Card Day rookie card of Vladdy Jr. So again, this kind of card set has nothing but big name players in it, really, of the day, and very inexpensive cards. I don't know why more people don't at least have them in your collection. Maybe you don't prominently display it, but to have them in your collection is it's a simple thing, and I just think it lends a little bit of fun to everybody's collection to have these little sets that you can look at from time to time in one hand and one quick flip through. The whole set, look through them, love them, admire them, and then just it's part of the fun of this wonderful world of baseball collecting. And I know that Chris Missouri, collect what you love. Ray from Philly, have fun with it. I have fun with it. I don't mind saying it. I have fun with it with these little box sets. So anyway, if you love that, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Come back again Friday. One more. Take care.